There it is.
You are live. Now there's a little button across that says you are live.
Go live. Hi, Shannon.
Hey, Jason, what's going on?
Living the dream here.
Indeed.
Hanging out, a little gloomy. Looks like it's going to rain again. This weather has been nuts, up and down, back and forth, every which way. Crazy. Yeah. Super hot, rainy.
And everybody is like living in soup. Every time you walk outside, you have to like swim through it.
Soupy is a good adjective for that. Yeah. That's
not great. Last week was my mom's birthday, and so we took her for dinner, and she ordered French onion soup, and I was like, "What are you doing, woman?"
92 degrees. I'll have the soup.
Right. Wow. I feel bad for you and the person that has to heat that up. Yeah.
That's so funny. I believe you've got some new tech to try today for us.
Okay, Jason, it's a short week. It is Independence Day week here in the United States. And so, we've got an early out on Thursday. We're off on Friday. We're headed into a long weekend. So I brought something fun for you today.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what you got.
This is adorable. This is called Coloring Page Designer. And I found this on my favorite sourcing site. You know what that is. There's an AI for that. So
nice.
I signed up early this morning and I played around with it and I created one thing and I found this thing is so feature rich that I honestly can't believe it's free. I think you are going to love this. Let me just go ahead and share this with you.
Absolutely. While you're doing that, I'm excited because I am continuously printing out coloring pages for my daughter, my nephew, with the kids over. It's like,
nice.
They find their favorite cartoons, characters, and then they ask me to go on. I've got to sit there, search for them, find them, and then we're just firing them off, printing them, which is also great because it keeps them busy for unlimited amount of time.
The kids are going to love this, but I could see where this would be something fun to send out to your customers. Or if you're one of those self-publishing types, you could create a whole book of these and sell it on Amazon. I mean, the possibilities are endless here. So to try this out, I said I wanted to create a Zentangle, which is free-flowing structured patterns. I wanted to have a cloud that symbolizes cloud-based software. And you can see what it determined for me, what I think would be a very frustrating and overdone coloring page. So let's create a new one together, shall we?
Absolutely. This is, this gives me like a really cool idea because, infographics are very popular. I feel like you could design your own coloring infographic for people to send to.
I agree. Okay. So now I'm going to make bold and easy. And when you sign up for this, all you need is an email address or your Google. It will connect to your Google address. And it asks you, do you want to use this for social media, for a child at home? Are you an educator? Do you want to create coloring books and sell them on Amazon? It asks you what you want to do. And I said I wanted to use it for social media. So here I'm saying bold and easy, a daisy that has a smiling face. So we're going to see what happens.
All right.
Thinking about it here, Jason. And it did produce that. It produced that earlier one pretty quickly for me. So look at this. Boom.
There you go. I know somebody who would love that.
I do too. How sweet is that? So check this out. They've got an idea generator. So you can say what age you want it to be, the things that you're interested in, what kinds of styles that you want. So let's go with teens and adults for this one and say interests are being online, having a LinkedIn podcast, and wearing black hats. And the style options, let's say steampunk, just for funsies.
Nice.
Let's see what it is. Yeah, no, why not? While we're waiting for this to come up here, I will tell you too that there is a collection of free coloring pages that you're going to love. So let's see here. A steampunk-inspired cityscape bustling with people wearing intricate black hats, showcasing various gadgets and computer screens to play. I mean, this is wow. Look at this, Jason.
That's amazing.
Wow. Okay, let's see what happens when we click use. I haven't done this yet. I'm going to have to share this instead. And you see it now. Let's go ahead and create and see what it does for us. Oh my gosh. Intricate black hats. I can't wait to see what that is.
I didn't see on the last one, when these are generated, you have the ability to export, it looks like download, print.
Yes, you can download it. You can print it out. Hey, Ashish. I see Ashish is here. I wonder if Ashish wears intricate black hats.
Absolutely.
How cool is this, Jason?
That's pretty cool. I like the little blimps floating in the air there.
Steampunk, baby. Now, let me show you the free coloring pages. I peeked at this before we jumped on. How adorable is this? Most liked. You could, narrow it down to styles.
Sure.
See what's popular. Any of these you want me to click on?
You can just pick one at random. I'm wondering if they're taking the generative outputs and then adding in this library. I saw there was like 37,000 at the beginning. Are these just part of the user agreement when you're generating them? They can add them to their library. That's just more of a weird question on my end, but
great question. Let's check and see. Okay, so they've got different subscription identification here, but let's see the terms and conditions. All right. They've got different plans. We didn't look at these, but you get, if you're trial, which is what I'm on, you can create 5 coloring pages a week, restricted to personal use. So don't try to get those and resell them as your Amazon book.
Right.
Yeah, can't do that until you get to the business plan, which makes sense for them. Usage rights. Intellectual property are owned by or licensed to Blumo Solutions.
Okay. Parent company.
I don't really see.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe that's just their starter, pages for, give people an example, maybe provide some inspiration. What if we were doing, let's just say I wanted to create a coloring book, sell it on Amazon. I think that's a great, easy idea if somebody wanted to get into the business of, digital products or physical products rather. The pricing tier structure doesn't look too bad here.
Not too bad. So if you want to create a coloring book and you want to resell it, you can get on this business plan, which is about $30 a month. And that's on the monthly plan. You can get down to 22, but I suppose you could just stay up all month and make as many pages as you needed to for $30 and sell the heck out of it on Amazon.
For sure. It's pretty cool.
Isn't this great?
Love it.
I think this is super fun, and I could see where somebody could use this for sending out, fun emails to their family or to their client list or for their kids or as a teacher or
restaurant owner, right? You're a restaurant owner. Obviously you go to these restaurants with your children and, keeping them busy at the table is like crazy. And they're always looking for the crayons and the coloring pages.
Totally agreed. And I know that we've been to plenty of restaurants with our own children where they've got, cups of broken crayons, but all the pages have been colored on. And how fun would that be? I mean,
I'd like to thank the genius that provided the triangle crayons that don't roll off the table. The block or the solid edge crayons that do not roll off the table and you're not having to scrape them off the floor.
Those are incredible. And I know servers appreciate that too.
Best inventions of our lifetime, I would say.
Totally agreed. Thank you so much, Triangle Crayon Inventor. If anyone knows who that person is, tag them in.
Tag them if you know who invented the triangle crayon.
Super ready to learn that information. Oh my gosh. So Jason, how quickly do you think you're going to put this into play?
Almost immediately. I'm pretty sure if we jump off here, I'm going to show my daughter, hey, check out this coloring page. And, I think also maybe great introduction for kids to learn about generative AI and the ways that they can start interacting with it. My daughter obviously already, uses Gemini and Live now, which is cool. And she'll walk around the house and look at plants and flowers and all sorts of stuff. So it's kind of amazing to see these younger generation, the younger kids kind of start adopting and implementing this into their daily lives. So it's only going to get crazier. So
Totally agreed. And I think, as an educator myself, one of the things I think about is where's the responsible use? So making sure that they know how to adjudicate the outputs. And so I think saying, hey, here's a way that you can use this. It's fun. Here's how you get better at prompt building. And, it's not interfering with the way that you actually are learning. It's just augmenting it. That's a really good point. I love that.
yeah, I used the analogy the other day, similar like our generation, my generation, where we were pre-iPhone, right, and internet access, right. So when we got the internet fell onto our laps, it was like, whoa, crazy well OS. Now the internet's been a staple for our children, and now they have AI falling into their laps. Pretty similar, obviously radically different, but
Right.
That transition or leap, I would say leap forward in technology.
Totally agreed. Well, Jason, I hope you had fun with this one today. I know it was pretty unserious, but it's a short week and I felt like it was time for us to do
Yeah,
something.
this is great. I love these fun ones. And I've got another one for us in the next show. So I'll come back at you with one that I haven't tried yet. So make sure if you're out there, you're listening, subscribe to our channel. We're also posting these in addition to LinkedIn on YouTube at New Tech Demos. So there's a lot of cool stuff over there, including past episodes where we're unboxing all sorts of cool stuff like this.
Jason, I go back and refer to our past videos all the time because I'm like, I know we found something that solves this problem.
Yeah, and the library is getting greater and greater, which is pretty cool. So, and then even like we saw, like some of the advancements and things that we did previously are already, changing and altering. Like we did the one on function health, and I think I sent you a link to now they're offering full body MRIs at very reasonable rates. And I will be the guinea pig and we'll be doing a show on that because I'm signing up for that one. It's 22-minute MRI for like $599 or something crazy wild like that. So definitely looking forward to checking out all this cool stuff.
That's amazing. I love it. Well, thanks, Jason. Thanks to everybody for joining us. We will see you next Tuesday.
All right, Smoz. Determined.